And welcome back to the Cardinals pregame show. This is Chris Healy with Coach Ken Ingles. And Coach, going back to last Friday up until this Friday, you're in a stretch of 3 really tough games. Started with Newaygo, tonight with Lakeview, ending it Friday with Reed City. What do you think of the schedule?
It's a good challenge. It's all right. We kind of reverted from the schedule the last couple of years has kind of been the tough ones earlier in a round robin, and then you get into some of the lesser developed teams later on. It's kind of reversed this year, and Lakeview has become really very relevant. They've got a really good group of kids, and they've struggled for years and years. So it isn't. This is new for them. They've got a lot of experience, and we're going to get through it, and we're going to play Reed City Friday.
Certainly ending it with a big rivalry, but going back to last week at Newaygo, in the fourth quarter, it was interesting that you didn't play Brecca and you didn't play the young freshman Dimitri Martin, and really when the game was still in the balance, you went to D'Angelo Williams, who really hasn't seen a lot of playing time in times like that lately. What made you go to D'Angelo there?
Well, all 3 of those kids offer us different things. We were happy that Matt Brecca can shoot the ball, and he struggled a little bit, so he really got us off going because we knew the big guy wasn't going to chase him outside, and he hit those triples our way and got us going. And he got a little lazy on defense and played behind the big kid for a while again. And Dimitri came in and played some really good defense on him, but didn't score real well. And D'Angelo has been in and out of school and practice and so forth, so he hasn't played a lot lately. So it was kind of a challenge for him to come in. He blocked a couple shots and got some rebounds and a couple putbacks. So I thought our 5s collectively gave us a really good ball game. I'm hoping we can do that every game, Chris.
Staying with that game, in the first half, you guys really got up and down the floor, challenging Newaygo. It seemed like Newaygo kind of changed how they defended you guys in the second half because it wasn't the same pace and tempo, even though that you were able to expand the lead before Newaygo kind of tightened the ball game. Can you just touch on that real quick?
Well, they changed defenses. They came out in our 1-3-1 trap, and we shot the ball pretty well, so they changed. And sometimes you get caught, and we had about a 10, 12, 15-point lead most of the game, and sometimes you get caught in that, how long do I attack versus how do I slow the game down again, too. And I think they learned they can bother us a little bit in the man. They came out quickness-wise, and we were a little tired, and we missed some shots again, too. And that was why, we changed some defense on them, too, going down the stretch, too. So we were kind of feeling each other out again, too. But it was a good inning. We made some free throws, and they pressed us. We got a couple layups off of it, and that kind of broke their backs a little bit. But I'm sure when we see them again, we both will have made our adjustments, and we'll go from there.
Spinning it forward to tonight, Lakeview is kind of opposite of how the rosters are constructed. You have a lot of seniors, while Lakeview only has 4 seniors, and very heavily junior-oriented team. What kind of challenge will that not only present for you in the first matchup tonight, but second matchup later on in the year, but even next year when those kids get better?
Well, their 2 best players, one of them is a senior. Lindsay is their senior, and he's an all-conference player, and he's been around for a while. And even though they're younger, these kids started and played all last year, and they have more experience than what basically my kids do, because we were senior laden last year. These kids were juniors around the team, but we had a pretty good squad last year, and they didn't get a lot of minutes. So even though they're younger than we are, they have more quarterback experience again too. And we had 2 very different games with them last year. We struggled at their place, and I think we were behind going in the third quarter, and then we eventually blitzed them by about 20 points in the last quarter. And when they came here last year, we blew them away early with some of these kids, So we're just going to kind of see how it goes, but don't let their youth bother you or surprise you, because they've got a lot of experience, and they're undefeated in first place in the league. So we're looking up at them.
You talked about Lindsay. How do you slow him down tonight?
Well, you know what? We know what he can do. And in the 2 games when we played them last year, Q got it in the first game and held them 5 points. The second game when they came here, one of the reasons they struggled was he didn't play. So we really only seen him once. I know he can shoot the ball. He's going to shoot the deep triple again. And we're concerned about him, and I think that the Shirley kid up front is as good an all-around ball player as there is in the league. He's not going to score 20 points on you, but he's going to get 15 points. He's going to handle the ball. He's going to pass the ball. He's going to defend. He's going to rebound. So they've got some good kids, and they've got some good role players around them. So it's going to be and they can all score. So it'll be an interesting game.
Well, Coach, after you went 3-0 last week, tonight you certainly begin a rough week here at home, and it certainly is nice to be home for these two tough games. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Chris.